evening. Good evening, all. Everyone can hear me. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Can you please confirm? It is clear, right? Done. Yeah. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the hypothesis testing. One of the most important concept, right? So hypothesis testing. Now, what is meant by hypothesis testing? Guys, it is one of the most important topic and confusing topic. So please focus. Don't write simultaneously along with me. There is a high probability if you write simultaneously along with me. If you don't focus, miss, less probability that you'll understand this topic. Okay. You have, if you want to understand this topic very clearly, miss, focus. Focus is the only solution for this one. Okay, when compared to any other topic, till now I have not told any topic with respect. Every time I used to use the word called as easy, dead easy. This is common words. First time I'm saying this is one of the difficult topic. Okay, just if you focus means it is one of the easiest topic again. Just the only thing is focus. When compared to any others, now more focus is required for this. Now, what is meant by hypothesis testing? Hypothesis testing is nothing but whether to determine. You have to determine whether a statement about the value of a population parameter should be or should not rejected, should or should not be rejected is called as hypothesis testing. So now what is the meaning of this, miss? Before moving to hypothesis testing, first understand the inferential statistics. What is meant by inferential statistics, miss? Inferencing population based on sample. Inferencing population based on the sample is called as inferential statistics. Now, what is meant by inferencing? Inferencing means nothing but estimating. Inferencing is nothing but estimating or concluding. Inferences, if you write the list of inferences, means whatever the conclusions you have drawn from that. Okay, whatever the list of conclusions. Inferences are also called as conclusions with respect. Now, inferencing the population based on the sample is called as inferential statistics. Now, let me explain with you a simple example. So let us take the feedback of SRK. There are multiple students are there. The students are, assume 5 students are there. Okay, total I'm explaining to 5 students only. Population is self 5. Population is self 5. The feedback, first student has given me 4.8. Second student has given me 4.95. Third student has given me with respect to 3.1. Fourth student has given me 1 only. And fifth student has given me 5. 5 out of 5. Assume this is the population data. Now, what is the average of this one? What is the average? That is mu is equal to population mean. Population mean is equal to population sum of the points, population sum divided by population size, that is caps lock n. That is nothing but 4.8 plus 4.95 plus 3.1 plus 1 plus 5 divided by 5, which is, assume that this is also 5. Let me make it as round figure for my easy calculation. 4.8 plus 5, 9.8. 9.8 plus 3.1, that is 12.9, 13.9, 19.9 divided by 5. 19.9 divided by 5, which is nothing but approximately 4. Okay, this is the average feedback by the 5 students. But this, if you calculate, if you take from all the 5 students, you can easily calculate. But now the course was completed. And assume that course was completed yesterday, and I asked the students to share their feedback. Now, out of this feedback, only 2 students have sent me the feedback. One is 4.8 and one is 5. These are the only 2 feedbacks I have received. I have trained 5 students, but 2 students only have given me the feedback. remaining 3 students, they have not given any kind of feedback. They have not entered the values also. Only 2 students has entered the values, and these are the 2 values. Now, X bar, from this, what is the mean you are going to calculate? If you are having 5 data points with you, directly you are calculating. But assume there is no 5 data points. You are not having. 5 of them have not given. Only 2 of them has given. Whoever the person remaining 3 and 1, whoever has given, those both students has not given me the feedback. They have not shared me the feedback. This both students has not sent. Due to some fear or due to some reason, whatever it is, they have not sent. Only these students has given me the feedback. And now from this, I'm going to calculate the mean value. That is sample mean. That is 4.8 plus 5 divided by 2, which is nothing but 4.9. Now, based on the sample mean, I have to estimate the population mean. I have to estimate the population mean. Based on the sample mean, you have to estimate the population mean. Sir, why to estimate, sir? You are having already the value, it is 4 is there now. Why to estimate? Why time waste? You can calculate now. If every data is there, okay. Assume there is no data. Population data is not there. Now, there is no population data with you. Now, you have to estimate based on the sample only. Now, the Naresh IT team wants to whether SRK should be continued as a data science trainer in the Naresh IT or we have to remove. That they want to check based on the, if the score is more than 0.5, 4.5. If the score is greater than 4.5, average score is more than 4.5, they'll continue. If it is less than 4.5, they will reject. Means they will remove me. Assume this is the scenario. This is the situation. And only 2 students has given. Now these 2 students, average score is 4.9. Now, based on that, we have to estimate whether the population mean will be 4.5 or not. That we have to estimate. This is the population parameter value. Without having the population data, without having the 5 students data with me, I am assuming, I am calculating. Whether it may true, it may false, but I am estimating all. I am estimating, since 2 students has given and 2 students has given me 4.9, I am assuming that all the 5 students are satisfied with respect to greater than 4.5 and SRK will be continued as a trainer. If, for example, the actual data, the original data, you are having with the 4.9 and 4.8, 4.95, which is almost equal to 5, 3.11 and 5. You are having out of all these things. Assume that you have received only these 2 as your sample. Now, based on the sample, what is your sample mean? Now it is going to be 2.2 only. Now, based on this, again, you are going to estimate. So here we are going to do the hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing means nothing but estimating the value of a population parameter. Value of a population parameter. Value of a population parameter you have to estimate. You have to estimate. Estimate the value of a population parameter based on the sample. And based on that, you have to accept or reject. Is that clear? So now here we are having 2 types of hypotheses are there. 2 types of hypotheses are there. 2 types of hypotheses are there. Hypothesis number 1 is called as null hypothesis. First hypothesis is called as null hypothesis and it is denoted by H0. Second type of hypothesis is called as alternate hypothesis. Alternate hypothesis, which is denoted by H1. And this is also called as a research hypothesis. We are having 2 types of hypothesis. One is called as null and one is called as alternate. These are the 2. And alternate hypothesis can be denoted by H1 or HA. Some HA also we can write like this. Both of them are okay. In some textbooks, HA will be there. In some textbooks, H1 will be there. But null hypothesis always H0. This is fixed. We can't change this one. Only one option we are having, H naught. Indication, that is indication. Now let us understand what is the meaning. Null hypothesis, whatever you are writing one statement, you write one statement, opposite to that is this one. Just opposite to that one is this one. Now, whatever you are writing in null hypothesis, opposite is alternate. Opposite, just opposite. If you form alternate means opposite is null. If you form one, second one is easy. If you form one, second one is easy. But how to form that one and in which position we have to keep that one, that is important. How to form is important, and how to place, whether it has to be placed in the null hypothesis or whether it has to be placed in the alternate hypothesis is an important. Now this one also I am going to explain in the simple example. Now the same Naresh IT once again. Okay, Naresh IT wants, Naresh IT team, whatever the team head is there, Naresh IT head is there, na? Some person head will be there, right? That person wants to check the feedback of the trainers, and whoever the feedback is less, he wants to remove, and whoever the feedback is high, he wants to continue. Now, the continue or we are having is, one is mu is greater than 4.5, greater than or equal to 4.5, mu is less than 4.5. If mu is less than 4.5, remove trainer. If mu is greater than 4.5, continue with the trainer. This is the situation. Now, which one is alternate and which one is null? That is the question mark. You are having only two options. One is that one, one is this one. 4.5, who has told that one? Told by the direct head person. If the head person says that I want feedback minimum 4.8 means 4.8. That number will be decided by the head. But if the mean is greater than or equal to 4.8, continue. Always equal to will be with respect to continue. And now less than symbol, remove. Okay, now we are having two options. Now which one is null and which one is alternate? This is the question. Now, whenever the Naresh IT team, this head person, for example, take the SRK only. Now they have selected SRK means they felt that SRK is a good trainer only, they have selected. What is the default assumption? What is the default assumption? SRK is a good trainer or SRK is a bad trainer? What is the default assumption? SRK is a good trainer only, there is a default assumption, and based on that only they have selected me, and based on that only they have given me the batch. If they feel that I am a bad trainer, then why they select me while they give the batch? No question, right? By default, their assumption is I am a good trainer. Whatever the default assumption is that is null hypothesis. Opposite is alternate hypothesis. Simple. Means first the person, just I am explaining once again in a simple way, once again. First Naresh IT team, whatever the head is there, this person is going to do the interview, and in the interview he is going to select the SRK. SRK is selected. Assuming SRK is a good trainer. By assuming SRK is a good trainer. From his perspective, the good trainer means feedback is more than 4.5. He is assuming. His assumption. It is an assumption. Based on that assumption, he has selected me. And he has allocated batch. He has allocated the batch. And whatever the batch is there, that I am going to give the training. Once the training is completed, or once the training is going on, now he wants to test his assumption is correct or not. Whatever the assumption he has made is correct assumption or wrong assumption. That he wants to test. The test is called as hypothesis test. For that, he is going to make a hypothesis test, null hypothesis with mu is greater than or equal to 4.5. Alternate hypothesis is mu is less than 4.5. Right? With respect to greater than 4.5, if the person is greater than 4.5, he is a good trainer. Or equal to 4.5 also good trainer. Less than 4.5 is a bad trainer, and you are going to review. Right? Now for this, what you are going to do, you are going to select this, you are going to ask the students feedback. You will ask the students to share their feedback. Now how they are going to collect their feedback? So the admin will stay outside the room, and when you are going outside, he'll ask how the trainer is there, how the classes are nice, whether the classes are nice. Like in the cinema hall, they'll ask the reviews now. Similarly, they'll ask the reviews and they will take the data. They'll collect the data. That data, some people will say, some people will not say. It is not mandatory that every student will say, right? Whoever is sitting in the class will not say that, sir, your training is good or bad. They will not express. So some students will express. And whatever the students has expressed, based on that, we are going to do this one. First one is assumption. Second one is estimation. Sir, for example, I am having the population data. Assume that all the students has given the feedback. How many students are there? Each and every student has given. Compulsorily they have given. Then there is no hypothesis. There is nothing. Directly in one shot, simply you can confirm. No need to do the hypothesis test also. No need to do the hypothesis test also. If the population data is available with you, directly calculate the population mean only. Conclude. For that, again, why to do hypothesis test? Since we are not having the population data, we are only having the sample data. Based on the sample, we have to estimate the population. That is the reason hypothesis test we have to do. Is that clear? Now, forming of hypothesis, null and alternate hypothesis. How to form the null and alternate hypothesis. This is one of the most important one, and most of the people will get confused in the formulation only. If the formation itself it is wrong, opposite direction you have selected, though you have done in a wonderful test also, there will be no use because you have ended with a wrong result. So correct formation you have to done. How to make a correct formation of null and alternate hypothesis? Miss, null hypothesis says that, remember few words I will tell you, few keywords, and using that keywords you can easily form the null hypothesis. Out of which the first word is no action. For which one you no need to take action, that one should be kept in the null hypothesis. Removing the SRK, remove the SRK trainer, is action taking or no action? So which is action that you have to keep in this one? So many examples are there. And hypothesis testing is going to take for at least 3 to 4 classes. I can't complete in just in 5-10 minutes. Multiple examples are there, multiple situations are there. Right? No action is the first one. Second keyword, with respect to whatever the present situation is there, that is the best situation. Okay? Null, that is nothing but status quo. Status quo means present situation. The present situation comes under null hypothesis. The present situation comes under null hypothesis. Third word is no difference. If we are comparing between the people, then the concept comes under no difference. Null hypothesis says no difference. For example, here multiple trainers are there. Trainer 1, trainer 2, trainer 3. Null hypothesis, as per Naresh IT, everyone are equal. When? Before the selection. After once the batch is completed, based on the feedback, now the trainers difference will be there. But default is, for example, they are selecting data science trainers and they are doing the interviews. And they have selected 3 persons. Trainer 1, trainer 2, trainer 3. They have selected 3 of them. What is the assumption? All of them are good trainers only. All of them will have the average feedback more than 4.5, and they're assuming that everyone are the same. Their assumption is everyone are same. That is assumption. Whatever the assumption is there, that is null hypothesis. No difference. By using these 3 words, you can easily form the null hypothesis. And alternate hypothesis comes with difference and action. And status, now third one is which you want to prove. Which one you are trying to prove. Whichever you are trying to prove, that one also comes under alternate hypothesis. For example, students says that I am a good trainer. You don't need to say particularly. You don't need to say to the Naresh IT that sir is a good trainer, very nice. You don't need to say. When you have to say, when sir is not explaining clearly, when sir is skipping off the topics, when he is a bad trainer, then 100% you have to raise the complaint. For proving me bad, you have to show with respect to proofs. Showing me for me good, you don't need to show any proof also. Because they already know that one. Based on that only they have selected me. If you want to go opposite to them, you have to show the proof. Sir, this sir has skipped off this topic, sir. In the given syllabus copy, these topics are there, but he has not explained in the class with proof. Sir, sir has not explained this one, or sir is very late, or this one. Whatever the reasons will be there, right? With the proof, if you show, they will take the action. Automatically, action will come into picture. Whichever you want to try to prove, that one will come in the alternate hypothesis. By using these keywords, any one of them, not all of them, any one, based upon the situation, either you will get the answer by this one, or by this one. Not all of them. Any one, if you apply the question and if you see the answer miss, you'll get easily the null and alternate hypothesis. Easily you can formulate. And in today's class, I'm having almost 30 to 40 examples are there. Out of which 3 to 4 examples I will explain, and remaining examples you are going to formulate. You will formulate the null and alternate hypothesis, everything. 1 or 2 I will show you. Now, if you are comparing only one person, for example, trainer 1 and trainer 2, if you are considering, then you have to take equal to symbol in the null hypothesis. Miss no difference is the one. By assuming the no difference, word of no difference, trainer 1 and trainer 2 both are same. Alternate hypothesis is trainer 1 and trainer 2 both are not same. If you are having two things and you want to compare between two, then you have to go with equal to. If you are having only one, then, for example, let me explain with a simple example. Now, students of 6 p.m. batch is there. Students of 7:30 is there. Both of them are my students only. Right? Now, I want to check. My null hypothesis says that average package, what are the students' average package is there? It is greater than 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs per annum. It is the null hypothesis. Okay. Alternate hypothesis. Mu is less than 5 lakhs. Here, you are going to take only for a single batch, and that too package with respect to the package is a number. That number you have to take means whenever you are working on a number, then you have to go with the greater than or less than symbols. Whenever you are working on a number, single number, then greater than or less than symbols. Now, if you want to check whether the packages with respect to 6 p.m. and the package of average package of 7:30 p.m., both the batches students average package is same or not. Now, what are the number? Irrespective of number, whether both of them are same or not. Now, equal to symbol you have to go. Now, there is no greater than symbol nor less than symbol. So, whatever the possibilities are there within the null hypothesis means, whatever the possibilities are there means, 1, less than or equal to. Second one, greater than or equal to. Third one, equal to. These are the 3 options we are having. These are the 3 different options we are having in forming the null hypothesis. Alternate hypothesis is just opposite. If it is less than or equal to means greater than or equal to means less than, equal to means not equal to. Just opposite to that. Always equal to symbol will go with the null hypothesis. Always. Never it will come with the alternate, always equal to symbol will go with null. Null means no difference. Null word clearly says that null. Null means no. Hypothesis means there is no difference. So always equal to go with respect to null. If it is less than or equal to, greater than or equal. Sir, can I write like this? Just you are saying opposite. Can I write like this? No, you can't write. Because equal to symbol also goes with the null only. If it is equal also, you should not take action. If it is more than that only, you have to take the action. If it is equal also, no action. For example, 4.5. If Naresh IT head says that feedback of 4.5, automatically greater than or equal to also. If equal to symbol you don't want to apply miss, then go with 4.1. So 4.5 also I should not consider miss, go with 4.1. Go with the second digit, but equal to always goes with the null hypothesis one. Is that clear? So now let us understand this. Hypothesis testing is whether to determine a statement. A statement will be there about the value of a population parameter, value of a, that is mu is greater than or equal to 4.5. This is a value of a population parameter. Mu is population parameter. It is not working on the sample. Sample mean is greater than or equal to, I am not checking. For that, just you can calculate the sample mean and you can say directly only. Na? For that hypothesis test also we have to do. Directly take the sample average and you can conclude. But here, based on the sample, we have to conclude the population parameter. So, about the value of a population parameter should or should not be rejected. Means with respect to whether you have to accept this one or you have to accept this one. You are accepting this one means this is getting rejected. If you are accepting this, this one means this will be rejected. If you are accepting one means others will be rejected. Now, here we are going to discuss with respect to null hypothesis whether to be accepted or rejected. These are the two options we are having. Either accept or reject the null hypothesis. If you accept the null hypothesis means rejecting the alternate only, obviously. If you are rejecting null hypothesis means you are accepting the alternate hypothesis. Just opposite. Reject or accept with respect to null hypothesis. Accept also is called as do not reject. Accept is also called as do not reject. Both are same. Accept and do not reject, both are same. Do not reject the null hypothesis. What is the meaning of that? Accept the null hypothesis only. Na? Do not reject. Do not reject null hypothesis. Means you should not reject. What do you have to do then? Accept only. Do not reject means accept only. Both are same. Technically, they are concluding like this. Reject null hypothesis. Do not reject the null hypothesis. Either you can use the word of accept or use the word of do not reject. Okay, in statistics, they'll use with respect to word called as do not reject. Now, sir, do not reject and reject, I'm getting confused, sir. Remove, which makes you easy. This one only, na? Okay, go with this one. It is not compulsory, you have to use that words only. For your understanding, this whichever you feel easy, that one. For examination, you have to remember do not reject only. Because in the certification, they will write do not reject word. They will not write accept word. Right? So here, hypothesis testing is to determine whether a statement about the value of a population parameter should or should not be rejected based on the sample. Based on the sample. Right? Now, null hypothesis denoted by H naught is an assumption about the population parameter. It is an assumption. This assumption only, it is correct or wrong, you are going to check. Now, if you go with the heritage, as I have told you, right? Now you are having heritage milk packets. On that, they have written 500 ml, whether it is a toned milk or full cream milk, whatever it is. Now we are having with respect to 500 ml milk packet is there. One milk packet, they have denoted 500 ml. And you have to check what is their assumption. Assumption is, while any person who is purchasing this packet, what is their assumption is, they will assume that it is having the 500 ml inside that. Including the company owner also will feel that in the packet 500 ml is there. Whether 500 is there or not, I have to check now. For example, you are doing from your perspective, that is who is purchasing perspective, you are purchasing now. From your perspective, what is your null hypothesis and alternate miss? If mu value is greater than or equal to 500 ml, if you are getting 505 ml, are you going to complain to the heritage company? Arey, you are giving more 5 ml in your packet. Don't give like that. You will say any complaint like that. Nothing, right? Simply you will enjoy that 5 ml also, right? Now, if it is less than 5 ml, if it is less miss, immediately will raise the complaint. Hey, you are cheating. I will put a cheating case on you. I will go to the court. We will say all these things, right? So here we will take the action. In this case, we will not take any kind of action. No action is required for this. Now, this from your perspective. Now, from company owner perspective. Now, from company owner perspective, if mu is less than or equal to 500 ml, what happens? The quality inspector, whenever they inspect, they will close the company. If they give more miss, that is the loss for the company. Miss, they required exactly 500 ml. In that situation, they require exactly 500 ml. If it is less also, it is problem for him. If it is more also, it is problem for him. And he is going to check with respect to whether I am maintaining 500 ml or not in my all the packets. He will check that one. If he has to do the hypothesis test, means this is the null and alternate hypothesis. If you have to do the test, means this is from your perspective. Again, hypothesis test also will be done from whose perspective also. Company owner's perspective, this is the hypothesis. Same situation, same example. Now you are a quality inspector. You are coming as a quality inspector. What is the, as per the inspector role, you have to inspect the quantity or quality, whatever it is. You are as an inspector, you have to check whether they are maintaining 500 ml or not. Minimum 500 ml is there or not, only you have to check. If it is more, means array you are giving more, don't give, you no need to say. Your work is whether they are maintaining 500 ml or not. Your work is that one. So you are coming and you are checking. For you, the null and alternate hypothesis is this one. If they are maintaining 500 ml, more than 500 ml, means what is the problem for you? They are doing additional seva. What is problem for you? What is problem for you? As a quality inspector, your work is whether they are maintaining minimum 500 or not. If they are not maintaining, means they are giving a 500 ml on the sticker, but inside that 500 ml is not there, means that is called as cheating. If they give more than 500 ml, what is problem for you? Nothing, na? So quality inspector perspective, this is the null and alternate hypothesis. From company owner perspective, this is the null and alternate hypothesis. So now where his inspector will take, when he will take the action? When it is less than 500 ml. If it is exact 500 ml, he will take action. If it is more than 500 ml, he will take action. No action is this one. So null hypothesis. Now company owner, he is going to take, when he will take action? When it is not maintaining 500 ml, he will take action. What type of action he will take? That machine is not working and he will repair that machine to make exactly 500 ml. Precisely, more precisely, he will take that one. So for which one he is going to take action, that one you have to keep in the alternate hypothesis. No action, null hypothesis. If 500 ml perfectly it is maintaining, then what he will do? Okay, good job, nice, enjoy. Simple, right? He will not take any action, he will not do anything. Null, as it is, will be there. Whatever the previous situation is there, the same situation will continue. Unless it goes wrong only, he will involve and he will change the mission or he will do something according to that. Is that clear? The thing is that generally we are having only two things, and that two things will be merged two times differently. So that is the reason people will get confused. We are having only two. One is null and one is alternate. Both are opposite. Right? And that two accept and reject. That two both are opposite. Now using these four words, everyone are getting confused because just opposite to each other. Na? When opposite words we are listening continuously, multiple times we are listening, automatically in your brain, confusion will be there. But actually there is no confusion. Only we are having two words. One is called as null and alternate. Other two words are accept and reject. Total four words are there. Now for these four words, four combinations are there. One is accept null hypothesis, accept alternate hypothesis, and reject null hypothesis, reject alternate hypothesis. That's it. Combination. This one with respect to these two, this one with respect to these two. Is that clear? Now, just alternate hypothesis, null hypothesis is an assumption about the population parameter. Alternate hypothesis is just opposite to the null hypothesis. Okay. Now, whereas alternate hypothesis you can write as HA or H1. Null hypothesis it is denoted by H0. Okay. It is not obvious how to form the null and alternate should be formulated. Care must be taken. Clearly, you have to understand that what is the present situation. and for which one you are taking action, for which one you are not taking the action. That if you understand means easily you can formulate. In some cases, it is easier to identify the alternate first. In some cases, it is easy for finding the null first. If you identify null first also, alternate just opposite. If you identify alternate means null opposite. Correct hypothesis formulation will take based on the practice. By practicing multiple examples only, you can easily formulate. By seeing one example, you can't easily formulate the null and alternate because this is one of the just opposite things. Na? Confusion will be there. Just you are listening two words which are opposite and continuously you are listening that words. That is the reason it is getting confused. Actually, there is nothing confused. Now, alternate hypothesis is also called as research hypothesis. What you want to prove. For example, now the course, data science course. What is the data science course we are having? Core Python, Python for data science, statistics, and machine learning, deep artificial intelligence, SQL, and Tableau. I have told you at the starting, these are the things I am going to say. Now, one of the student in the demo session has asked, sir, please include the big data also, sir. Okay, whether you are going to discuss the big data, Hadoop and Spark. I told no. Okay, but he has asked me the question, big data. Now, here, this is whatever I am saying this one, that is null hypothesis, because from the past also I am saying the same. If I want to add, this is with respect to action. Now, this you want to prove in terms of big data is also an added advantage for this course. You have to prove me. If you prove only, I will add. If you don't prove, this is my null hypothesis. Unless the students proves that big data is also one of the most important for the data science role to get a job, till that my null hypothesis will be with this one only. If some student says that, sir, by learning the big data only we have got the job, sir. Without learning the big data, I have didn't get the job, sir. I have tried for multiple jobs, but we have not got any one of the job also. If I get the feedback like that, whatever the sample data I have got, based on that, I will decide. This is action. I will take the action by including the course of big data in my course. If everyone are getting based on this only jobs are getting and no freshers required with respect to big data, whoever are entering into the market of data science, none of the company will give directly big data for you. No need to learn that. Then why I have to implement that one? Why I have to take the action? Is that clear? Where I have to take the action, where I have to not to take action. So this is my null hypothesis. This is my alternate hypothesis. Clear? Any question? So like this, whichever you want to prove, that one is research hypothesis. For example, let us take in your company. Okay, in your company, your boss is doing something. Some work he is doing, and which is you are feeling as a wrong. You are feeling it is wrong, and you want to say, boss, this is wrong, and do in this way, and you want to correct him. Do, boss, do in this way. Now, which is null and which is alternate? If you want to ask your boss to do that one, miss, you want to prove that one. This is great. You want to prove. You want to prove this one, which is a research. And you want to prove this one. If it is proved, action to be taken, that they have to do in this way. If it is proved, miss, they have to do action to be taken. If it is not proved, miss, they will continue with the same thing. What they are doing, they will continue. Unless you prove, nothing is there. Now, SRK is a good trainer, SRK is a bad trainer. Two options we are having. 1 and 2. Only two options, right? Now, which one is with respect to SRK is a good and SRK is a bad? SRK is a bad trainer. You are having two options. Which one is null and which one is alternate? Null is good because by default, Naresh IT team will assume that I am a good trainer only. Unless you raise a complaint and the complaint is proved only, then only I will become as a bad trainer. You have raised the complaint, but no proofs are there for that complaint. Then they'll simply reject the alternate hypothesis and accept the null hypothesis. Getting the point? Is that clear? Now, next, see, a new manufacturing method is believed better than the current one. What is the present one? Current. Current is the present one. Current method, the null hypothesis says that current method is not better than the old method. Means whatever new method is there, the new method, whatever you are saying, that new method is not having any difference. Both are same. Null hypothesis says that both are same. If both are same, then why I have to implement new method? When I will implement new method? When it is better than that one. For example, let me go with one more. Multiple examples I have told you, right? Now, we are having, whenever there is a fever, everyone knows the tablet is called as Dolo. Dolo 650, right? Now, everyone goes with the Dolo 650 whenever there is a fever. Now, I have invented one medicine. Assume I have came with a medicine. I have invented. And I am saying this medicine is better than the Dolo. I invented or I am suggesting you, whatever it is. Okay, one medicine is there. This medicine is better than the Dolo. When you will take the action? When this medicine is greater than the Dolo, performance is nice only, you will take, this is called as action. When this medicine is equal to Dolo or less than Dolo, then no action. You will continue with your Dolo only. In the pharma companies, they will invent like this only. Whatever the research they have done and whatever the product they are coming, and they will check with respect to, they will do the experiments and they will check with respect to the old one. When compared to the old one, this is better means they will release into the market. If the old one is only better means they will not even release into the market. Every pharma company will do the same, including the Dr. Reddy's or Sun Pharma. Every company, every manufacturing of pharmaceutical manufacturing companies. Whatever the medicine they have invented, they will check with respect to the present one. The invented medicine, that is new medicine. The new medicine is not better than the old medicine. Method means nothing but medicine. Null hypothesis says that both are equal or it is less only. The new medicine is less or both are equal. Less also waste, both also waste. Already existing is there now. Then why to try with a new one? When we'll try with the new one means when that is better than the old one only we'll try. Till that we'll not try. Clear, guys? Next. Now, in the court, everyone knows court, right? And a judge will have with respect to give the judgment, whether he is an innocent person or whether the person is an criminal. He will make a judgment based on the proofs, whatever the proofs they have submitted. Now, the judge is having two options with him. One is, he has to say whether the person is innocent. Second one is, he has to say whether the person is criminal. He is having only two options with him. The judge has to say either of these two one. Okay. Now, which one is alternate and which one is null? If the person is innocent, you are not going to take any action. You leave him as it is. Alternate hypothesis is criminal. This is action. Action in terms of imprisonment or action in terms of penalty or whatever it is. Action. You are going to take some action. This is no action. By default, the judge will have only one assumption is every person is innocent. And you have to try and you have to prove this one. You have to prove this one. For innocent, you no need to prove. By default, every person is innocent. Even Jagan also innocent. By default, the CM Jagan also innocent. Vijay Mallya also innocent. Nirav Modi also innocent. Unless you prove that they are criminals. If you prove only, they are criminals. If you don't prove means they are innocent. Vijay Mallya also is innocent. As per the Indian law, Vijay Mallya also innocent. Okay, if you are getting hurted by Jagan means remove the Jagan word. Okay, if you someone gets hurted means. Okay, now let us go with let us not deviate it. Let us get into the subject that Vijay Mallya, whatever the Vijay Mallya is there, he is an, there is no fans for Vijay Mallya, right? Okay, done. We can go with Vijay Mallya now. So Vijay Mallya is also by default he is an innocent. Unless you prove. If there is no proofs for this one means, to prove that he is a criminal, there is no proofs are there, then automatically he is innocent only, right? So for judge, every person is an innocent by default, unless you prove. So for proving that one only, the whatever the lawyers are there, they will identify all the evidences. Police will carry the evidences, and the lawyers will speak to the judge and to explain the evidences, what are the evidences they have collected, right? Now here, see here, alternate hypothesis, the new bonus plan is developed. You are developing a new bonus plan. You are saying that it will increase the sales. Okay, increase the sales. So whatever you have invented, whatever you are saying that plan, bonus plan, increase the sales. Bonus plan, increase the bonus plan. I am having two options. One is bonus plan, increase sales. Bonus plan will not increase the sales. Now, which one is null and which one is alternate? 1%, please. First one is with respect to alternate. If this bonus plan increases sales means you have to implement the bonus plan. Action to be taken for this. If the bonus plan will not increase this one, then no need to implement the bonus plan also. No action to be taken. So this is alternate and this is null. If both of them are equal, for example, bonus plan and the previous plan, if both of them are equal also, we should not implement that one. If it is better than that one only, you have to implement. If both of them are equal also, no implementation, right? So a new drug is developed with the goal of lowering the cholesterol level with respect to more than the existing drug. Now, alternate hypothesis, they are assuming is this new drug will have the better than the existing drug. It is better than the existing drug, which is alternate hypothesis. No difference is null hypothesis. For null hypothesis, you don't need to do anything. For alternate hypothesis only, you have to prove. You have to say that the drug is best. You have to prove that. You have to show that, sir, I have given this drug to this many people, and out of these many people has survived, and it has cured like this, and it has given the better results like this. You have to prove. For this one, you don't need to prove anything because already it is in the market now. You don't need to prove especially for this one, right? Now, is that clear, guys? With all these examples. Now, next example, with respect to a bottle, it is having with respect to 1000 ml, and you are checking with a inspector perspective. From your perspective, if it is greater than or equal to 1000 ml also, you will take no action. If it is less than 1000 ml means you will take the action. So which one you are going to take action is null alternate hypothesis. Done. Now, based on this, I told you, right, already we are having different types of options. One is greater than or equal to symbol, less than or equal to symbol, or equal to symbol. Greater than or equal to symbol and less than opposite is less than symbol. Just greater than less than or equal to symbol, opposite is greater than. For equal to symbol, opposite is not equal to. And here, whatever the less than, if it is less only, you are going to reject. If it is less, not less than means, you are not going to reject, right? For example, let us take the same bottles where mu is greater than or equal to 1000 ml. Mu is less than 1000 ml. When you will reject, when it is less than 1000 ml. This one only. When it is greater than 1000 ml, why you will reject? With this side only you will reject. This is called as left tail test. This is called as left tail test, where left side you are having the rejection. Now, for example, you are having mu greater than, less than or equal to 1000 ml, and mu is greater than 1000 ml. When you are going to reject, in this case, assume this is the case. Now in this case, when we are going to reject means when it is more than 1000, this part will reject. Less than means will not reject. This is called as right tail test. Right tail test means right side rejection will be there. Left tail means left side rejection will be there. Whereas if you are having with respect to the third one, so guys, you can write in your notes. Just give me a minute. I will write all the options. This is with respect to H0 and H1. Case 1. Case 2 with respect to mu is less than or equal to 1000 ml, and H0 is mu is greater than 1000 ml. This is case 2. Case 3. H0 mu is equal to exactly 1000 ml. H1 mu is exactly not equal to 1000 ml. These are the three options which we have. If this is the case, we are going to reject on the left side, because whichever is left side, we are going to reject. Now, how to select the left side or right side means just apply the logic. When you are going to reject yourself means whatever you are inventing, and when you are going to reject that one, when it is not satisfying this one, when it is not satisfy this one, when it is less than this one, right? Now, when you are going to do this one, that is right tail test. For two tail, you are going to have two side rejection, that side and this side. Both the sides rejection is there. So here, what I am saying, the rejection I am saying based on the null hypothesis only. I will never say based on the alternate. I am saying based on the null hypothesis. Whether to accept or reject only null hypothesis, I am saying. Whether accept or null, reject the null hypothesis. I am saying every time with respect to null hypothesis. I will reject the null hypothesis when it is less than 1000 ml. If it is less than 1000 ml, this one is accepted means automatically this will be rejected. And if it is greater than 1000 ml means this is accepted means automatically this will be rejected. So this is rejected when means when it is more than 1000 ml only it will be rejected. The area of rejection will be done. Is that clear? And we'll see all the left tail test, right tail test with live examples. Sorry, not live examples, real-time examples. Okay, by selecting some real-time examples, I will show you with all the tests. Every test will do. We are having almost 3, 5, 3, 11. 11 tests are there. Total 11 are there. Okay, and we are going to do one by one. All the 11 will do one by one. And all these 11 tests, apart from 11 tests, 11 plus 9 is there. One is 11 and one is 9. Total 20 are there, out of which we are going to do the 11 only. We are not going to do the remaining 9. Why, sir? Obviously, you'll ask this immediate. You don't know what is those 9 also, but you'll ask why only. Obviously, right? Now the question is with respect to in the hypothesis test, we are having two types of tests. Basically, one is called as statistical tests with respect to, one is with respect to when the data is normally distributed, when the data is not normally distributed. If the data is not normally distributed, we have to apply different types of tests. When the data is normally distributed, we have to apply the different types of tests. And we are going to work only on this because as a data scientist, we'll work with respect to the data is normal. If the data is not normal, just we'll convert to normal and we'll apply this test only. Okay. If the data is not normal, we are having different types of tests. If the data is normal, we are having different types of tests. In our case, we are going to do with respect to this one only. But in real life, if you get a non-normal data test, then what we have to do is we have to convert it. Right? Now, let us start this one. read this one, this case study, and formulate the null and alternate hypothesis. Don't shout suddenly. If you got the answer, miss, first you write in your notes. After writing in your notes, raise your hand. Offline students, first write in the answer in your notes and raise your hand. Online students, write the answer in the chat box. Write the answer in your notes and raise your hand. Once done, raise the hand. Don't see at my face. I don't know face reading. Just raise. If you have completed, miss, raise. If you see my face and if you shake the head, completed, miss, I can't understand. That much of talent I'm not having, Amma. Offline students, raise. Online students, type. Mu less than or equal to 8 minutes is the null. Okay. Option A. In the NASCOM certification, this is the question was given, and this is the option A they have given. And he has selected option A. Option B. Others. Others. Option B, I will write. That is mu is greater than or equal to 8 minutes. And H1 is mu is less than 8 minutes. Option C is equal to 8 minutes, not equal to 8 minutes. Option D, none of the above. I don't know. None of the above means I don't know, sir, now. I can't say now itself. I have to go to home. Again, I have to revise. Then only I can say the answer. That is option D. Now, you are not having option. You have to tell me A, B, C, D. Anyone. You have to pick. How many are going with A? Rise. Option D. How many? 1, 2, 3. Rise. Completely please rise so that I'll understand how many has told correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyone wants to hand rise for correct answer? No? Okay. Here trap is not working. Done. Now, option C. How many goes with option C? How many go with option D? Remaining people option D only, right? Rise. Why to hesitate? You didn't understand the concept, or otherwise you don't want to answer in the class, or after the going to home only you'll understand clearly? You belongs to option D only, right? Raise your hand. Right? So here option is with respect to a major hospital in Chennai provides one of the most comprehensive emergency medical services in the world. Operating in the multiple hospital system with approximately 10 mobile units, the service goal is to respond the medical emergency with a mean time of less than or 8 minutes. They want to reach with respect to less than or equal to 8 minutes. The director of the medical services wants to formulate and whether it is service goal is getting achieved or not. From whose perspective we have to see, means director of the medical services he has to see. And whether this is getting achieved or not. If it is achieving, means whether he will take the action. When he will take action? When it is not getting achieved, he will take the action. So action is alternate hypothesis. Only two options are there now. Write two options. First you write both the options. For which one he will take the action? If it is less than 8 minutes, means he will take action. Now, what action he will take? Everyone calling and he will appraise everyone. You are doing a good job. Nice. He will do that one. No, right? So when he will take action with respect to more than 8 minutes, if the service goal is not achieving, he will identify the drawbacks and based on that, he will fulfill the drawbacks. Either he will increase the number of medical units or he will increase with respect to number of ambulances or something. He will try to increase. Or he will take some kind of action. When he will take action is when it is not getting achieved. Right? What are the two possibilities are there? Write that one and ask the question for which one we have to take the action. From the director perspective. You have to think from the director's perspective. For which one I have to take the action. For which one I have to not to take action. Null and alternate. Automatically form like this. Is it clear? Example clearer? Concept is clearer. Example clear means I will explain one more example. Concept is clear means I will move on to the next one. One more example. Now, pizza deliveries are there. Okay, pizza deliveries they are doing. And their goal of pizza delivery is to give the pizzas less than 30 minutes. And that person who is the owner of that pizza, whatever the Pizza Hut or whatever it is we are having, that owner, they want to check whether they are giving the deliveries less than 30 minutes or not. He wants to check. For this, what is the null and alternate hypothesis? Greater than 30 minutes and less than 30 minutes. Option 1 you are having. Second option is with respect to less than or equal to 30 minutes, greater than 30 minutes. First equal to, keep that one side. First you no need to write even equal to also. Just you write with respect to mu is greater than 30 minutes, mu is less than 30 minutes. Write only two options. Now for which one he will take the action? Whenever it is not reaching the service, whatever the time, 30 minutes time, whatever the delivery time of 30 minutes it is not reaching, then he will take the action. If it is reaching on time, why he will take action? No action. In Swiggy also the same, right? We will get an estimated delivery time. Estimated delivery time, it will show for us 40 minutes, assume. Okay. And if it is getting delivered in less than 40 minutes, means we'll give a good feedback. For example, 1 hour, it has reached after 1 hour. What we'll do? We'll give a feedback that delivery was very late. Like this, we are going to give the feedback. Whenever we have given the feedback, automatically the team will see that one and they'll take the action on that person. They'll ask that why you have not delivered within the given time of 40 minutes. That is business strategy again. Now here the business, that Swiggy team is doing the business with respect to provide the better service. And what is the additional benefit they want? Means if they give whatever the time was given in the app, whatever the app was given the time, if they are delivering within that one, means many of the people will be interested towards Swiggy. But here in the Swiggy it is showing 40 and every time it is giving in 50 minutes or 1 hour. Sir, Swiggy waste, sir. It will show like that only, sir, but it will not deliver, sir. We say like this. The top will be like this and Swiggy will be a flap model. But nowadays, the Swiggy is in a super hit and it is having with a huge turnover. The reason behind that is whatever the time they have allocated, that within the time only they are delivering everything. Right? So whatever they have told, they are delivering. So that is having a good name. Answer is very simple. Is that clear? The same question was written here. Read the question and tell the null and alternate hypothesis. What is their goal is to reach within the 30 minutes is their goal. But what are the sample data they have collected is 32 minutes. That is the sample mean they have collected. Now they are going to estimate whether both of them are almost close to each other or not close to each other. That is hypothesis test they are going to apply. Okay, with error of 5%. Right? Now here, goal of 30 minutes are getting less. That is, mu is less than 30 minutes, mu is greater than 30 minutes. For which one you are going to take action? If it is greater than 30 minutes, you are going to take the action. If it is less than or equal to 30 minutes, no action. No action means null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis. Simple. Simply you can formulate in this way. Now, example is clear, concept. If not means again one more example. We'll go with one more example. Don't worry. It is not mandatory that you have to shout with the concept only. Not clear also, I will explain one more. If it is not clear also, I will explain. Multiple examples are there for every situation. Whether you have understand the concept or not. Null and alternate hypothesis, formulate for that. Whether you have understand the concept or not. Null hypothesis says that you understand the concept. You have understand the concept because I no need to take action. No action means no need of further examples. If you have not understand the concept, action, that is multiple examples. Right? Whether this one is accepted or rejected will be checked based on this question. For this, you formulate the null and alternate. Now, based on that, I will understand whether you have understand or not, and whether to continue with multiple examples or I have to stop the examples. I will decide. Just yeah, the same example. Whoever has understand the concept, give the answer. Whoever has not understand the concept, wait for my explanation. Now, what is the null and alternate? Mu is less than or equal to 500. Mu is greater than 500. Option A. Option next. Anyone wants to change? If you want, I can give a hint also. Hint is this word you read clearly. Now, first tell me from whose perspective you have to do this one. From director perspective or inspector perspective? How you have decided director perspective? This word. Now, whether to be operated or stopped and corrected. Now, if you are an inspector, miss, you'll stop only. Why you will correct? Correct, who will do, miss? The director of the company only will do. Miss, you have to do from the director perspective. Miss, the company's perspective, not from the inspector perspective. So now, here mu is equal to 500 ml. Mu is not equal to 500 ml. Assume this word is not there. Now read once again the same question. Now it is changed to inspector perspective. Either you will be accepting or you are going to stop the processing. This word makes the difference from whose perspective you are seeing. In the same question, if this word is not there, immediately the mindset will be, sir, maybe company owner also will do with respect to, she may also stop only, who knows? But with respect to company owner, will automatically after stopping, he will do the correction also. If that is the case, then they have to mention clearly that is doing from the company owner perspective. But here directly they have not given the inspector, they have not used the word of inspector, they have not used the word of director or company person. They have not used both the words. Now they have given the hint by like this. Either they will give a hint or they will use the word. For example, they have not given this one, but still it is from director perspective or company owner perspective. They will say that now here help to determine whether the filling process should be continued or should be stopped for as director is doing the hypothesis test. Director wants to do the hypothesis test. They will write the word like that. From that we can understand clearly. Is that clear, guys? Done? Alpha of 0.03 is with respect to level of significance is called as alpha, which is nothing but error. Error of 3% is accepted. Means 97% you have to do accuracy. Your prediction should be accurate of 97%. Only 3% error rate is accepted. Right? Is that clear, guys? Now, let us say that Naresh IT is a good institute or bad institute. You are having only two options, right? Either good or bad. Which is null and which is alternate. Why? No action to be taken. You will take action. Huh? Who is doing this one? Naresh IT head. Whatever the head is there, he is doing the test and he wants to check whether my institute is in a good position or a bad position. For that, he is going to, if he takes like this, if he take like this, alternate hypothesis with respect to good, null hypothesis says that is bad, and here action to be no action to be taken for this one. If it is bad, means no action will be taken. If it is good, means action will be taken. It is like comedy, right? If it is bad, means no action. If it is good, means action will be taken. So whereas with respect to, if you write the same thing, now this one with respect, now you can see that this is with respect to no action. If Naresh IT is good, no action. If it is Naresh IT is bad, we are going to take the action. Action in terms of by changing the trainers. The Naresh IT head, what he will do? He will change the trainers. In order to make the betterization in the training field, better trainers. He'll bring the better trainers. Right? Now, one more example. We are having one student called as Naresh. Assume. Whether he is there or not also, assume. Okay, one student, Naresh, is there. Now, Naresh is a good boy or a bad boy? By default, what is the default value? By default, it is good. He is good means no action to be taken. If we say bad boy means we have to take the action accordingly. What type of bad is there? According to that, action will be taken. Okay. For example, he is sleeping in the class. Action should be taken by beating. If he is doing something wrong things, we have to correct him. Whatever it is, some action, right? So based on the situation, just based on the situation, formulate anything. This classroom is nice or not? Classroom is good or not? By default, it is good, and they created like this. Their assumption is good only. That is the reason. If they know this is a bad, while they design all these things and while they'll invest everything, their assumption it is good. Alternate hypothesis is bad. If alternate hypothesis is proved based on a sample, for example, student says that sir, classroom is not nice, miss, they have to change automatically. If you don't complain, miss, by default, classroom is the good one only. Example, right? Any situation, take as per your own situation, any situation. Staying in hostel is good or bad? From your perspective only. What are the null hypothesis is there? That one. For which one you have to take action, for which one you have to not take action. Any situation, just you write the null and alternate hypothesis. Select as per your situation. I am having, sir, a car. For example, Maruti car is good or bad. Every time good or bad. Why good, bad? We'll go with different example. What is there? For example, a person is selling with respect to good products. Sorry, again good only. Assume that person is selling with respect to something. He is selling clothes. Okay, he said clothes he is selling, and in that he has kept with respect to a sticker of 150 centimeters. There is a shirt bit. A shirt bit consists of shirt pieces, 150 centimeters. They have written the sticker of 150 centimeters, but they are maintaining that one or not. And you are from an inspector perspective. You are inspector perspective, and you have went for the Raymond showroom. In the Raymond showroom, they have told that, sir, shirt bits we are maintaining 150 centimeters. Now, you are going to take a sample. In the sample of 10 pieces, you will take randomly. In the Raymond showroom, so many pieces will be there, and you are going to select 10 samples randomly, and you will measure that one, whether 150 centimeters is there or not. If 152 is there, it is problem for you. No, right? Now, if you are from inspector perspective, what is your null and alternate hypothesis? Greater than 150, null. No action to be taken. No action. If it is less than 150, you will say that Raymond is cheating, and based on the cheating level, the penalty will be there. Just they are having a small cheating miss, penalty of 10,000 or 1 lakh. If high level of cheating is the miss, you will close the company also. The action, what type of action will be taken based on the whatever the things was proved will be decided. Is that clear, guys? Now, whether the person is having COVID or not. COVID or not. Yes or no. Person is having COVID. Person is COVID. Person is no COVID. Which is alternate and which is null? If it is COVID person miss, action to be taken. Miss, medicines we have to give. No COVID miss, no action. No need of any medicines. Enjoy. Right? Simple. For every example, you can make the null and alternate hypothesis. My null hypothesis says that you are understanding every topic. Alternate hypothesis says that you are not understanding. That will be proved based on the questions. Sample data. I will ask some of the students, and based on what are the answers they are replying. If they are creating something miss, I have to change myself, and I have to explain in a different way. If they are saying proper answer miss, okay. Right? Simple. Is that clear, guys? Null and alternate hypothesis. That is with respect to formulation of null and alternate hypothesis. And tomorrow we are going to do the tests, various tests. If you formulate the null and alternate hypothesis clearly, next one is Lilliput only. Only this part, only confusing part. Next part is easy. Everyone will get confused only with this class. From tomorrow's class, no confusion. Right? Done, guys? So we'll discuss balance part of hypothesis testing in tomorrow's class.